what's up? I'm getting a lot of questions about, how to stretch your septum, how to go about it, stuff like that. So I thought I'd make a video. Pretty much just a story of my stretching experiences, the things I did incredibly wrong, so that, you don't do the same. I guess we'll start at when I pierced it. I pierced it with a sewing needle. Don't do that, stupid. And I put a 14 in. And I'm not even sure how long I had that in for. I know I didn't have it in for very long. It really only took me probably a couple months to get to a 2, which is what I'm at now. So I put a 14 in. I went to a 12 for about 2 seconds. Which I guess brings me to my first point, is don't sip sizes. This is not the same as ears, it's completely different. If a size just slips in, just wear it for a week or 2. At least you can say, you tried. So I skipped a 12, I went right to a 10. And when I went to a 10, I actually used acrylic. Which brings me to my second point, is don't use acrylic. Because it's porous, and it harbors a lot of bacteria, and it's not good for a fresh stretch, which is pretty much the same as having a new piercing. And this is what I used. I know it's shit, but I did it. Had the 10 in. I wanted to go to an 8, and that slipped right in, which I think this is what I used. So I decided, smart me, to go to a 6. So I went to a 6, and that was one of the most painful things ever in my life. It was bleeding really bad. I remember we had like testing at school or something, and I had to bring Q-tips and paper towels with me to clean the blood out of my nose, which, I'm an idiot. Anyway, that was that, and I let it heal up. It was fine, luckily, but it was really painful. Actually, the stretch to a 4 is pretty funny. Not really. The 6 I had in fell out, and while I was sleeping, and I get up and I'm like, oh my god, it's not there. So it's dark in my room, and I pick up the first pincher I see, and I run into the bathroom, which the bathroom was dark too, and I shove it in, and I'm like, this is really big. It looks really big. And I turn on the light, and I realize it's my 4. It's my 4 gauge. And I go to the bed, and the 6 gauge is at the end of the bed. I bought it from Hot Topic. It was like the same brand, but just different sizes. And, I was groggy. I couldn't tell the difference. So I shot it up to a 4. That was pretty painful also, because I remember sweating from the mirror, pushing the shit in my nose. I was passed out, and I should have realized, but I just woken up. Give me a break. So I was at a 4, and then the stretch to a 2 wasn't that bad. I used acrylic again, but it was okay. Let me see. What could I say? Oh, don't use these to stretch. This is what I use. These, pinchers or crescents, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Don't use those because the graduation on them is too quick. So what you want to use is tapers, and not those, stupid ass Hot Topic ones, the ones that are this fucking big. You want to use these or something like this, something that's long. It's the graduation on them isn't that quick. You can go kind of slow. Oops. And if you have a chance to see if you're ready for that size or not. I actually used a Hot Topic taper on my nostrils with a 10 gauge. That was balls. Hated that. It was just ridiculous. I wish I had these tapers when I was stretching my nostrils, but I stretched them with an 8. Now I'm at a 6 gauge on my nostrils right now, and fucking love these tapers. What else can I say? Don't keep sizes, don't use acrylic. Hot Topic tapers. I use Crescents. Oh, one thing I did was I lubed up with soap and water. Not good lube. What you want to use is vitamin E oil. I'm sure I hope every person that stretches has some of that. If you don't, then you fail. Or you can use jojoba oil. I don't have emo oil because that's just expensive and, you know, it does the same shit. But that's what you want to use. Don't use soap and water, it'll dry out your shit. So, don't use that. What else could I say? I don't know. I guess that's it. I should have prepared something before I did the video, but I'm tired and I don't feel like, you know, doing shit. I guess that's about it. I think that's about it. So, let's see. Don't rush. Oh, don't rush. I forgot to say, don't rush. I rushed and obviously my shit was bleeding and painful. It was horrible actually. I tried to stretch to a 0 like a bajillion times. So I have to get some 1 gauge stuff I guess, but don't rush. I've been at this size for like a year and something, which I'm totally happy with that because after the experiences I had rushing, it was, oh my god, that was like terrible. Okay, don't use acrylic, don't rush, don't use Hot Topic tapers. I guess that's it. I'm too tired. Yeah. So, have any other questions, just ask me. Nice. So, I'll answer them for you. So, don't be a jerk. Alright.